What's going on, guys? Mr. Brickswag back here with another video, and today will be a very special video because the set I will be reviewing today, I have never done a review of this type of set before. I've never built this type of set before, so it'll be a first for me. And this comes as a suggestion from a subscriber, actually, Mr. Goblin Edits. Shout out to you if you're watching this video. He told me that I should be reviewing a diorama set, and so I decided to do my research. I polled a couple of you guys and on a couple Discord servers just to get an idea of what kind of diorama set I should do. Did my research, and I ended up picking up this set, Dagobah Jedi Training. So this is a very interesting set. The reason why I picked this is because I think it looks just the nicest out of all the sets I took a look at. It's very colorful. It looks pretty big as well. The piece count is very high. There's 1,000 pieces. Now, granted, I've heard a couple hundred of those pieces are actually going to go on the green right here, which is not great. Don't love that, but I guess it'll look cool at the end of the day. So I guess I have that to look forward to. But yeah, this comes with 3 minifigs. So you get Luke Skywalker, you get R2-D2 with a back print, which is really interesting. And then you get Yoda as well. And of course, you get the whole like Dagobah, Yoda's hut sort of training scene, which is really interesting. So it just looks the coolest to me. I think in terms of just like value for money, it's probably the best. There were a couple others I was looking at. I think Emperor's Throne Room was the other one I was really considering, as well as the Death Star Trench Run. A lot of people recommended that to me. The build for that one looks cool. There's just no minifigs, and so I probably won't end up picking that up. This is actually a really interesting set to pick up because it is retired. I believe it's been retired for at least a year now. However, I was able to find this at a local Barnes & Noble of mine. Shout out to my friend Tony, my good friend Tony, for accompanying me to go buy this set. Yeah, this was the only one left on the shelves. It, said in stock in store, and I was surprised. I think it's been like that for like months. And, I guess people don't really go to Barnes & Noble to buy Lego sets exactly. And maybe this one's just not a popular set. So yeah, it was still on shelves. They just never got rid of it, even though retired. And I'm very glad for that. Wish I did the same with some UCS sets, but beggars can't be choosers, I guess. So really cool there. But enough talking. I'm very excited to just put this together. Again, it's my first diorama set. It's meant for display, which is super cool. I love doing these kind of, display sets and things. So yeah, really excited to unbox this, build it, and then review it. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and unbox it for you guys. All right, guys, so just unbox this set here. Forgot to mention this, but very cool box art there. And yeah, it looks like we have a couple of bags here. So looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets of bags. I guess 4 has a little accompaniment bag, which is cool. You get these 3 black base plates, which I assume we're going to use to make the kind of base plate for the entire diorama, which is pretty neat. Not sure why they didn't include that in the normal bag, but maybe it's just too big. Then you have a very nice, pristine manual. Oh my God, this is a beautiful, very crisp manual. Dagobah Jedi Training from Episode 5, the best Star Wars episode. Very cool. Man, so cool. Anyway, enough fanboying. So it looks like this set, you got, again, your 6 bags. So the first one looks like it's just building the base, which, pretty standard there. Then this one is going to actually build like the base, the foundation of everything. This one, bag 3, if you didn't notice, is all green. So yeah, that's where those couple hundred green pieces come in. Very fun there. 4 is actually going to be building Yoda's hut, which is probably going to be one of the better parts of the build. And 5 is a lot of the trees. And then 6 looks to be a couple of details, including the X-Wing. So pretty hyped for this, pretty excited. Looks really cool, and so yeah, very excited to start building this. It looks like an awesome set, and I will catch you guys once the build is done. It should be hopefully not too long. What's going on, guys? Just finished the build of the Training on Dagobah diorama, and I gotta say, I'm extremely impressed. This thing is making me want to get another diorama, although I'm not sure that any other diorama could probably live up to this one. I mean, I guess we'll go over the just kind of general aesthetic first. I think that's a good place to start. Again, it's a diorama, so display is probably the most important thing. But just taking a look at the color scheme and the way everything looks, absolutely incredible, perfect. I mean, you have the sea of green here, which is really, really nice. I mean, this is very rare to find a Lego set, I think, like this kind of green, like specific color. It looks absolutely amazing. And then you have a contrast between that and obviously the brown right here, right? And you have a different shade of green for all the trees here. So that's really cool. And then you have Yoda's hut, which is like a kind of like a sand brown, I guess, like a tan, more of a tan color, I guess. You got those brown with the plants right there, a little bit of different shades of green as well, a little bit of a lighter brown here, which is really, really cool. And then obviously you have the white and the red from the sunken X-Wing, of course, which is really, really cool. Very neat feature. Just love the way they did this. It's really, really nice looking. You got a couple other details right here. So you got this little lamp thing and then this little light post, which is pretty cool. And yeah, so visually, you know, from the front side, which is, I think, pretty much how it's supposed to be displayed, looks amazing so far. You got this little white torch thing, I think, too. I have no idea what this is. I think it's probably the smoke coming out of the hut, if I had to guess. So that's probably what it's supposed to visualize. From the backside, obviously, since this is a diorama, it doesn't look as nice from the backside, I would say. But it's still pretty cool. I mean, it's all very flat. So like you can tell like it's kind of like cut off. So it's almost like a cross section, which is an interesting way to do it. You can see inside the hut here, you got a little bed. I'm guessing that's where Luke sleeps after Yoda first picks him up. Got this nice little Easter egg right here, which is a lightsaber. Got a little blue, like kind of gemstone looking thing there. I don't know what that is. It's been a while since I watched episode 5, so I have no idea what that is, but it looks pretty cool. Then you got a pot of like green soup in there, and you have a little snake to round it off. I don't know why the snake isn't mounted down to anything. It's just kind of floating there, but oh well, I guess it's fine. And yeah, circling around here, there is a little small, like almost Easter egg kind of thing, which is this little frog right here. You notice it during the build process, which is pretty cool. But yeah, just visually, absolutely love the color blend of this thing. I like how it's all neatly squared off with this frame. But yeah, so what I'll do right now is I'm going to show the minifigure lineup, and then I'll talk about kind of the build process and my thoughts about the set as a whole. So I'm going to go ahead and take off the minifigures now and show you guys that. So starting off at the far left right here, you have Yoda. He has a very nicely molded head. Looks like a happy little fella. You got the short legs, obviously. And then you have this, you know, it's printed like, you know, clothing, I guess. He has some back printing too. Pretty cool. Nothing to say much, but it looks really great. Then you have Luke with his kind of long hair look. He's obviously only wearing a tank top and those brown pants. Again, he has some back printing there. So very, very cool. Again, I think both these characters look very accurate, very good. But the real highlight for me is this dirty R2-D2. Obviously, he's fallen into the mud of Dagobah, and so, you know, he's all muddied up. But what really makes this stand out is the back printing. And the back printing is amazing. And you also have mud shown in the back printing as well. So this is a really, really great R2 figure. I believe it's exclusive to this set, which is really awesome. Love that minifigure. And it's a great minifigure lineup overall. So let me just go ahead and put them back in their original positions now. All right, so back in the original configuration now, you got Yoda looking off into the distance, I guess. I don't know if he's looking at the X-Wing or something else. He's got his little cane there, you know, planted down. Pretty cool. And then you have Luke. I think he's doing some sort of flip or something. I like how they did the invisible, or I guess not invisible, but like clear handle there to show that. And then you have R2 just standing right there, just chilling like a villain, you know, pretty cool. There's not too much space to position the characters, but, you know, it's a diorama, so you're pretty much going to keep it one way only. And then you have the X-Wing, I guess, wing just sitting there, you know, waiting for it to be, you know, lifted out. Spoiler alert. If you haven't seen episode 5 yet, I apologize. But yeah, so that's just the entire diorama. Again, visually just looks amazing. That's what a diorama is for, so, you know, absolutely love that. My overall thoughts on the build process, I definitely love the build process a lot. The first 3 bags kind of felt more like a jigsaw puzzle as opposed to a actual Lego set. So the first set, the first bag is literally just like building the frame, which is fun. And then the second one, you kind of lay down the groundwork, which is also fun. The third one, which I know a lot of people hate, I actually didn't mind, is putting down all this green tile. I mean, it's a ton of green tile. So I get, you know, why people would find that repetitive. I mean, it's literally like 177 or something crazy like that green tiles. So I personally don't mind, and I think it just looks nice. I'm totally willing to put in that effort so that it looks this clean. So I don't really care. So I didn't really mind that. Bags 4 and 5, we're building the foundation of the hut, and then the trees, and then 6 is just all the detailing. So really like the build process, actually. I found it very fun. I would give it overall like an 8 out of 10. It would be probably like closer to a 10 out of 10 if it didn't have all that repetition with the green tiles, but you know, I don't really, again, it's not that big of a deal. Like, it didn't ruin the build experience for me, so that's why I still give it a pretty high score of an 8. Overall, I would give this a 9 out of 10. I think this is an amazing set. Beautiful diorama. I may or may not get 1 or 2 more. We'll see. Again, I'm kind of eyeing the Emperor's Throne Room, maybe the Trench Run as well. Those 2 are probably the most interesting to me. More likely the Emperor's Throne Room just because it has the minifigures. But yeah, definitely a really big fan of the diorama sets. Again, shout out to the subscriber who told me to get one. I think it was definitely worth the price. Again, I paid about 90 bucks for this for a 1,000 piece set, so not complaining about that at all. It just looks absolutely phenomenal. I'm probably going to put it in front of a set that is very related to this, which I just reviewed in my last video, which is the UCS X-Wing. So I think it'll look fantastic in front of that. I don't really like the Luke's helmets. Usually I like to pair my helmets with UCS sets, but in this case, I think the diorama will do just fine. So anyway, bit of a long video for a pretty small set. But again, just really enjoyed this. It's my first diorama, and I think it's absolutely fantastic. So highly recommend you guys go out and get this set if you still can. And please give me a subscribe if you like the channel. Please give me a like on the video if you like the video. Comment below, you know, really helps my engagement. And just stay tuned and keep watching Mr. Brick Squad, because there will be many more LEGO Star Wars videos to come. Peace.